We are on page 2 of your packet. I'm looking at my steel chart, and on page 2, the directions say, during class, you will go back to chapter 2 of Catcher in the Rye, locate the following quotes, and complete the inference column, that's this column, of the steel chart below. Look at the first one as a model for your work today. You will earn a class performance grade based on your focus during this part of class work time. So I'll be looking to see how much work you're getting done and how focused you are when we're working. So on this side of the chart, you see type of IC. IC stands for indirect characterization. And on this side, you have S for speech, T for thoughts, and down the rest you have E, A, and L for effects on others, actions, and L for looks. I've selected the quotes for you from chapter 2, and all you have to do is fill in the inference, which are your thoughts, your interpretation of the quotes that I've put here. To find these quotes, you look for the page number. This is the page number in parentheses after the quote. So the first quote that I've selected, "Oh, I have a few qualms all right. Sure, but not too many, not yet anyway. I guess it really hasn't hit me yet. It takes things a while to hit me." I know that it's Holden who's thinking or saying this quote, and since it's in the speech column, I know he says it already. So this is a quote I selected from the book from chapter 2, page 14, where Holden is actually speaking, and he says this. Qualms means worries, and Holden is talking about his worries about leaving Pensy. And over here, I've written my inference, my interpretation of this quote. And here I've written, Mr. Spencer just asked Holden if he had any qualms about leaving Pensy. So I'm giving a little context. Mr. Spencer is another character, and I found out that Mr. Spencer is the one that Holden is talking to because I went to page 14 and I read not only this quote, but a little bit around the quote, a little bit before and a little bit after where this quote falls on page 14 to find out that Mr. Spencer was involved, to remind myself that that happened. So Mr. Spencer just asked Holden if he had any qualms about leaving Pensy. This part is a little context for the quote. Qualms are worries. Holden does not seem to think ahead and consider the consequences of his actions. This is my opinion. Holden does not seem to think ahead and consider the consequences of his actions. He has been kicked out of yet another school, and it has not hit him yet. Hit is actually something he says over here, so that's why it's in quotes over here. It has not hit him yet that he's leaving. And Holden may be disconnected from how his actions impact his future. Again, everything from here to the end is my opinion. Everything before is a little bit of context that I learned when I went back into the text on page 14 and reread this quote and a little bit before and after it to learn that Mr. Spencer was involved and that Holden is talking about leaving Pensy.